Lars von Trier's Antichrist, when it came out in 2009, was said to be the most shocking and most brutal and most upsetting film in the history of the Cannes Film Festival. When I see films that have lots of depressing subject matter, lots of shock value, the only times I do mind what I see is if it's there just because. If it's there like simply just to make someone feel uncomfortable, or if it's kind of an unrealistic sort of thing, I'm not going to like it. What Lars von Trier does a little too often is shock value just to, in a bid to really make the viewer feel as squeamish as possible. The movie stars Willem Dafoe and Charlotte Gainsbourg. I did like what Lars von Trier was going for. The main idea of the film essentially is a married couple trying to cope with the death of a child. But, of course, knowing Lars von Trier's shock and knowing his physical artistic value, this does end up really shifting gears into such bizarre ways that don't really feel very valuable. They don't feel lyrical. They don't feel like the movie has really won you over in a way. They go on this this little bit of a vacation just to try to take their mind off of the recent tragedy, but they're both having a very, very hard time doing it. And of course, the movie does get violent a little later on. Watching it, I wasn't feeling of much gratitude to what I was seeing. I'm not saying that everyone's going to feel the same way as me, but when you have films about parents and any sort of grieving parents, any sort of thing where anything involving a child takes an effect on a parent, those films really touch the viewer in such meaningful ways. And I get Antichrist is more of a horror sort of perspective, a horror touch. Nothing really felt emotionally touched, and because of that, the movie felt like it was kind of exploiting me more than it was trying to show a new side of cinematic art and good acting and good themes. I liked Lars von Trier's approach to the film, trying to make a film about grieving parents. I just don't think that he succeeded the way that I was really hoping for. And because of that, I can't quite recommend Antichrist. So I'll give Antichrist from 2009 2.5 stars out of 4. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you again next time.